welcome to Cambridge House Live. I'm Vanessa Collette here at the Canadian Investor Conference, Toronto. I'm joined by David Deacon, CEO of STT Enviro Corp. Welcome, David. Great to have you here.
Thanks very much.
Let's talk a little bit about STT. What's the business model and what's your vision with the company?
Well, there are really two parts to our business. The first is systems and solutions, and that is basically chemical makedown systems to neutralize the acid in water from mining extraction and from oil and gas extraction in the oil sands. So all the major companies, whether it be Barrick or Newmont or any of the major mining companies, we're doing work for them. Same in the oil sands with Cenovus and other major players and producers. It's to take the acidity out of the water and neutralize it. Second part of the business is bolted tank business, and it's bolted tanks and bolted silos. They're cheaper, they have a smaller environmental footprint, and they have the advantage of being able to be erected in crazy temperatures, etc. And we're just now, that's one of our breakthroughs, we're just now starting to get into the oil sands with that, and very excited about it. But what we're working on, we've been working on a solutions part of this business, which is helping our clients optimize their chemical use and reduce the amount of it. We did a testing in a Northern Ontario mine where we were actually able to identify how they could reduce their lime usage by almost 40% by changing the temperature of the water and the quality of the water in the lime slaking process.
And that reduced costs for them?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's
fantastic. And that's a very important part of where the mining business is going, all extraction business. They've got to get costs down. So we feel that's our big upside over the next few years. It's a new product area for us, but definitely prospect.
So where's the biggest demand of all your products?
It has traditionally been in our systems business for the lime systems, etc. However, right now, I have to say our tanks and industrial side is actually the biggest area of it, and it is through straight growth. That's a business where we were doing sort of 4 million a year, heading up to 8 million a year. We're now heading to 20 million a year in that, so there's significant growth in that area.
Now, what separates you from your competition?
First of all, we're doing R&D, and as I said, some of the work in the solutions area where we're reducing costs of the operating systems. They put in a system, it may cost them $6–8 million or something, but they're going to be spending maybe $3 to $4 million a year in chemical. If we can reduce that by 10%, that's a big deal. And then the second one is just our selling in the bolted tanks into situations that are where it hasn't gone before, and where we've been able to convince the engineering side of it, because usually we're hired by the engineering companies like Hatch or Amic or whatever else to work for the producers that are the known names.
So you've been reinvesting a lot in your own development?
For certain, yeah.
Now, what catalysts do you see for the stock price going forward?
Well, I believe that we're going to continue to see some success in our growth areas. I think that I may be the only one out there, but I'm starting to see some activity in mining coming back, and we're actually now, for the first time in about 18 months, we've done a couple of mining contracts. They're smaller ones, but we are seeing that business coming back. And so I feel that we will see pretty substantial growth over the next 2 years. We've been in a little bit of a trough. We managed to almost get through it, but we hit a bit of a trough this year. But we've been improving our margins, improving our product lineup, and we're going to be back on our growth curve. It's shown by our backlog.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot of growth coming for the company. Thank you so much for joining us today, David. It was great having you on.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.